Hey there everybody, it's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at Gang of Dice, coming to us from Dr. Rainer Knizia and publisher Mandu Games. The boss is about to retire. As one of his lieutenants, you need to take over the reins of the family, but you're not alone in this race. Gather as many minions as possible to show that you are a true leader. Don't be too power hungry though, as it would displease the boss. He could even get rid of you with a bomb. How far will you go to take his place? 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes, dice, mustaches, Gang of Dice. Let's take a look inside the box and see if we can get a sense for what's happening here. All right, we've got a couple of rule books. This is a game that is coming from Korea, so there's the Korean rule book, but we'll look at the English rule book. Also, look at the inside of that cover. Ooh, that is very, very action-packed. All right, Gang of Dice. So, goal of the game. Each round, players reveal a warning card that displays a particular dice combination or threshold. Each player chooses any number of their dice and rolls them. You're trying to get the highest result without triggering the combination indicated on the card. The player who manages to do that wins the round and gains the dice rolled by all players. At the end of the game, the player with the most dice wins. Got it. All right, so we've got our list of components, our setup here, and then we've got our rules, which looks pretty simple. It's played up to 12 rounds. You're going to reveal a new warning card, put it in the middle, and then you're going to decide how many dice you're going to use. Roll the dice and re-roll up to 2 times. That sounds like a pretty familiar dice rolling mechanism. Triggering a warning card, the 10th, 11th, and 12th round, the game ends, and then some examples. All right. Seems like a relatively simple game in structure. Let's take a look at our tokens. These could represent 3 dice, I believe. So basically, so that you can keep track of how many dice you have, and I assume that means that otherwise you'd have to have a whole lot more dice that are in here, and there's already a fair amount of dice in here. So speaking of, let's take a look at those custom D6s that look like regular D6s except for the boss face, which is 0 value, I believe it said in the rule book. Double check that, but I think that's the case. And then it looks like we've got some cards and some player screens, so let's take a look at those. Here is a player screen. There's the back of the player screen. So really just keeping obscured how many dice you have. Not too much more to it than that. Doesn't necessarily seem like the type of game that needs a player aid to begin with. So let me pop open this small deck of cards here. All right. So these are like your triggers here. All right, so different combinations that if you hit those, I guess you kind of bust. All right, so we got those. And that is about it. You've got the cards, you've got the player screens, you've got the dice, you got your boss tokens, or your, yeah, I think that's what they're called. Then you've got Gang of Dice. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.